Okay, let's have a good look around this Land Rover Defender 110 300 TDI hardtop. Finished in blue with a white roof. Very, very original. Seen a bit of life, so a few panels are a bit crinkled, but it's never had any paintwork by the look of it. Walking around it, it's got lamp guards on the front. Nothing different down the sides. It's got a fairly new exhaust by the look of it, certainly the tailpipe. It's got light guards on the rear as well. Full factory tow pack with drop arm, or drop bar rather. It's got the remains of a rear step on the back, just that bit rather than the platform part that goes over it. It's also got a dog guard inside it, dog or luggage guard, fastened to the rear bulkhead. So you have that as well. Easy clean interior, that's about it. As I say, very, very original, has seen some life but never been painted, so at least you know what you're getting. But walking around it, from the front we've got all sorts of scratches and chips and things on the bonnet. The bonnet is a little bit crinkled around here. It's obviously been stood on or sat on at some point. It's like sort of crinkling in the bonnet just around there. And really the same this side. Did a bit of crinkling on the bonnet top there. A few chips around the front end and the grille. Same on the wing top. It's just sort of, you know, slightly as if it's been sat on at some point. But you expect it with an older Landy really. But it's sort of just slightly slightly sort of crinkle cut effect, if you like. Near side front wing, very, very slightly dented just there, but I mean very, hasn't broken the paint or anything. There's just a very, very slight depression on the front of the near side front wing. And looking down the passenger side, it looks reasonably straight and true down there actually. Certainly around the rear wings and the doors and things, not too bad. Right, let's have a look up here. Screen is nice on the passenger side. Roof, I don't know if it's had a light on top or something, but there's a sort of lumpy thing on top of the roof there. Don't know. Around the scuttle here, it is original. We've got paint loss around the actual sort of hinge bit itself. Around the scuttle here, it's starting to sort of rust and bubble up just here around this, around the hinge here, just on the near side. Looks like the washer nozzle is fastened on with a bit of tape at the minute. That obviously needs to be replaced. But the scuttle on the passenger side is pretty good actually, really, from that point of view. All the A-post is good down there. Passenger door, not too bad from the outside. The hinges on both front doors are slightly worn, so they do drop very slightly when you open them. When you close them, it's best to lift them a little bit. There's a tiny bit of movement in the passenger door. The passenger door's not too bad actually. All the reaction around here, in fact there's none really around the window, which is unusual. The frame itself is, just feeling it, isn't too bad actually, in fairness. I would have expected it to be worse. Yeah, frame on the passenger door isn't bad at all. Internally, on the passenger side, the middle seat's fine. The passenger seat has got a big rip in the seat base. Looks like a wild animal's got on that at some point. So that really could do with replacement, I guess. But obviously, base and things are dead cheap for these. Easy clean interior. Could do with a hose out more than anything else, but no more than that. Yeah, as I say, when you just slam the door like that, it won't shut quite as well as it should. If you lift it, it's much better. He says, not doing it that time. That's better. Right, down the near side, we've got, these need some rubber bungs in actually. I thought there was only one that had a hole in it, so I put a bung in there, but there's about a centimetre across, one hole there, one there, and one there. Just need some rubber bungs in there. If we find some, we'll stick them in. But if we don't find any more, then we won't. Paint down here, so it's all original, but it is, you know, a few chips, scratches and things on the van panel up here. Bit of electrolytic reaction down the base of the near side rear wing here. A longer scratch about 10 inches long on the near side rear wing there, and a bit of paint loss and reaction just on the rear valance. But you know, I've seen way worse, and so it's nice that the paint's all original on it as well. Around the tail end, obviously the tailgate really needs to be replaced. It's really seen better days, the tailgate. The alloy skin's all starting to split around here. it's going all around the edges, you know, where the reaction's set in. The frame itself, actually, the frame hasn't split yet. That's unusual. I thought it would have done by now. But the internal frame isn't too bad. It's just really the outer skin that's really, as I say, seen better days. In the back here, standard Landy basically. It's got a couple of spare wheels with it, but it's not been boarded out or anything. There's the dog guard in there. As I say, I think you probably would want to replace that tailgate, in my opinion. But you know, each to their own, really. So at least the frame it shuts properly, and the frame itself isn't too bad at all. It's just the skin is starting to go a bit bad. Looking up the offside quarter, it's not too bad there. I suspect the cross members had some welding on it at some point, probably for the tow bar mount to strengthen that. Looking down the offside, all looks, apart from the driver's door, looks pretty true and straight down there. Certainly around the offside rear here, there's some paint loss. See, we've got some rubber bungs in those ones and in that one, but just not in that one. So you need four or five rubber bungs. Bit of paint loss here on the offside rear wing, but the rest of the wing, apart from a few scratches around here, isn't too bad. They're all about 20 centimetres long, about 2 centimetres long, just over an inch. And there's a few sort of scratches and marks just up around here on the van panel. Driver's door, once again, it has dropped a bit. It's fine now, but when I open it and shut it again, you need to sort of lift it to shut it properly onto the second latch. In fact, we might as well do that. But the actual top of the door isn't too bad, slightly dented just there where my finger is. And there's a few sort of ripples and dents along the barrel side here. Nothing's broken the paint, but it is all there. Yeah, you can see a bit of movement there in the hinges. I think it's in the top hinge. Really needs to be replaced. Driver's door casing here has come away. The in and out, well, up and down push button to lock the door's gone walkabout. You can still lock it with a key. That's not a problem. Once again, the frame on the driver's door, what I can feel of it, isn't too bad actually. It's slightly creaky under there, so it's, you know, once again, I've seen far worse. But so it's at least it's all original. But might want to tidy that up a little bit around the driver's door there. And as I say, if you just shut it like so, it just shuts on the first latch. You need to lift it and shut it to get it onto the second latch. It's obviously sprung open at some point and hit the A post because there's a bit of where it's turned in there. There's a bit of surface rust just coming up on the A post on the driver's side, just there. Scuttle on the driver's side. Looks like it's been poorly filled just up here. It's the only bit of filler or nastiness I can find on the car, really, when someone's got at it. Just around the hinge panel on the above on the scuttle panel up here under the screen. I'd imagine that's gone through and it's been filled to cover up the hole. But the base of the scuttle down here is pretty good. Driver's side wing isn't too bad, slightly dented just there. Once again, hasn't broken the paint. And the eyebrow here is very, very slightly adrift. It's not coming off or anything, it's just at the top there, there's a small gap. Inside, once again, driver's seat has got a big split in the base, a few seam splits on the backrest and stuff, but that's about it really. The interior's not been messed with at all. I think there's one extraneous switch, I don't know what it does, but apart from that, it's all there. It's done 159,000 miles. I think it's had 3 owners from memory. And yeah, it's been used as a workhorse, but it's what they're for. And still goes nicely. Still does exactly what it should. My name's Simon. You can reach me on 0771 906 9353 or in the office on 0118 946 3352. Or you can go to our website, which is www.motodrome.co.uk. End.